The king frantically pushed open the door, only to find his wife crying on the bed with a baby in her arms. He quickly approached her, but instead of immediately comforting her, he repeatedly asked if she had given birth to one child or two. Upon receiving confirmation from his wife, the king was horrified, for the island was cursed by the gods. Everything had to come in pairs, or else it would be forcibly destroyed by the deities. To save his newborn son from the curse's fatal grasp, the king swiftly brought him to the temple of the twin gods. He placed his son on the altar and put a twin crystal stone on another leaf, drawing the outline of a human face. The king prayed fervently to the twin gods like a devout believer. Soon, the crystal stone cloned an identical son. The king joyfully lifted both sons high, but accidentally dropped the newly cloned baby on the ground. A crack instantly appeared where the crystal stone fell, and the king knew it was the beginning of the twin gods' punishment. To protect his son, the king had no choice but to flee on his motorcycle. In a moment of desperation, he arrived at an unfamiliar exit, beyond the reach of even the twin gods' hands. There were numerous prohibition signs beside the wooden bridge, but for that glimmer of hope, the king started his motorcycle and rode onto it. At that moment, a strong light appeared on the other end of the bridge, and a collision occurred between the two motorcycles. When the king regained consciousness, he held his child with one hand and used a flashlight to observe his surroundings with the other. To his surprise, a man who looked exactly like him stood opposite him with identical habits and mannerisms. The instant their palms touched, buried memories suddenly surfaced. As it turned out, the two men were twin brothers. The twin gods, fearing the brothers' power, had separated them many years ago. Now they were determined to overthrow the twin gods' rule. They combined their pendants into one, and a tremendous power instantly surged forth. At that moment, the two islands truly merged into one. In that instant, the twin gods were also controlled by an unknown force, and the island was finally freed from their curse.